On this past night, while their dreams enveloped their mind, something remarkable was happening in the silence beyond what their eyes could see. The person who occupies their thoughts, who they deeply love, found themselves in an unexpected scenario. The energy around them was charged with an almost palpable intensity, as if the universe was conspiring towards a moment of great revelation. The angels, always attentive, observed every detail, ready to share with them the meaning behind this event. While you slept, this person was immersed in a situation that deeply stirred their emotions. Something or someone awakened within them feelings that were dormant, bringing forth profound reflections. What seemed to be just another ordinary night turned into a journey of self-discovery and transformation. And in this journey, the choices made speak louder than words could explain. The angels whisper that all of this has a divine purpose. This person, often torn between reason and heart, faced a powerful internal confrontation on this night. The weight of past decisions, the fears of the present, and the desires of the future came together in an emotional whirlwind. While you dreamt, they revisited the moments you shared, feeling both nostalgia and guilt for paths not taken. It was not just an ordinary night, it was a silent call for them to confront their own truths. The angels show that there was a presence beside them, but not as you might imagine. This presence represented something beyond the physical, a reflection of their yearnings and regrets. They were led to confront memories and dreams that reveal the profound impact you have on their life. Every gesture of yours, every word spoken, was present in their thoughts like a light in the darkness. The reality they face tonight is that, no matter how hard they try to move on or hide, their heart always comes back to you. They may not admit it openly, but the angels assure that you are a constant presence in their thoughts. While they struggled with their emotions, the universe seemed to whisper your name in every moment of hesitation. The truth is they miss you more than they can express. The silence of tonight was broken by deep introspection. They were forced to confront the decisions that pushed them away from you and to acknowledge the fears that prevent them from getting close again. It was not an easy night for them. It was filled with raw emotions and powerful revelations. The angels assure that this is an essential step on their path to finding clarity about what they truly feel. You might wonder, was he with someone else? The angels ask you not to be held back by fear or doubt. The presence they felt was not physical, but a manifestation of their own emotions and conflicts. They are being guided to understand what truly matters in their life, and that includes the special connection they share with you. While you were sleeping, they were confronted with visions of what life could be like by your side. These visions were not just fantasies, they were calls for them to recognize what is at stake. The angels show that they are at a moment of transition, where they need to decide between the fear of the unknown and the courage to follow their heart. It's important for you to know that your energy was present by their side throughout the night. They felt your strength, your light, even though they were far away physically. This led them to realize that no matter how much they try to deny it, you are an indispensable part of their journey. The angels whisper that they are beginning to understand this more clearly. What happened tonight is just the beginning of a series of events that will profoundly transform their relationship. The angels ask that they keep the faith, even when circumstances seem confusing. They are preparing the ground so that both can find a path where truth and love prevail. Their angels are by their side, guiding them with patience and compassion. They want them to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Every revelation, every step taken on this journey is an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. This is a moment of transformation for both. The silence of the night is often where the greatest revelations occur. Tonight, they faced truths that they had long avoided. It was a battle between what they want and what they fear, and they were at the center of that battle. The angels ask them to continue radiating their light, as it is guiding them back to the right path. The next steps depend not only on them but also on them. The angels encourage them to remain open, patient, and full of compassion. They assure them that this connection has a divine purpose and that they have the strength to navigate this period of uncertainty with grace. The answers they seek will come at the right time. For now, know that they are going through a process of healing and self-discovery. The angels want them to trust that everything is unfolding according to the divine plan. Do not lose hope, as this is just the beginning of something greater. What happened tonight was a call for them to awaken to the truth. That truth is that they occupy an irreplaceable place in their life. The angels are working to remove the fears and barriers that prevent them from fully recognizing this. As they read these words, remember that the angels are by their side, sending strength and love. They know that this is a challenging time, but they also promise that it will be rewarding. Trust the process and keep your heart open. At every moment that passes, they are getting closer to the clarity they so need. The angels assure you that you are an essential part of this journey. Their light is what inspires them to keep going, even when the path seems uncertain. In the end, the angels want you to know that love always finds a way. No matter how difficult things may seem, the truth will always prevail. Trust your heart and the divine guidance you are receiving. Tonight was just the beginning of something that will profoundly transform both of you. Keep the faith and believe in the power of love and truth. The angels are by your side, celebrating every small step that brings you closer to fulfilling this divine connection. You are stronger than you imagine and more loved than you can comprehend. Trust the angels, trust the process, and above all, trust yourself. Everything is falling into place exactly as it should. The journey continues, and the angels promise to be with you every step of the way. They ask you to trust divine timing and keep hope alive. What is to come will be more beautiful than you can imagine. The angels reveal that while you were dreaming, they were facing memories that seemed vivid, almost tangible. These memories were not just fragments of a distant past, but echoes of moments shared with you. Every smile, every word, was present as if time had stopped to remind them of what is truly important. They felt a mix of longing and desire, as if something in them called them to revisit what they had left behind. Throughout the night, this person was overcome by a feeling of remorse that they could not ignore. They thought about the times they could have said something different, about the choices they made that created distances between you. It was as if they were reliving these decisions, but this time with a clearer, more honest look. The angels whisper that this reflection is the beginning of a transformation they cannot avoid. While reflecting, they realize that the weight of silence between them is greater than any unspoken word. What they did not express was now screaming in their mind, demanding to be acknowledged. They felt the impact of the barriers they had built around themselves, realizing that these barriers did not protect them, but isolated them. The angels assure that they are beginning to see these truths more clearly. On this night, they not only reflected on what they feel, but also on who they are. They were confronted with parts of themselves that they had ignored for a long time. The angels show that these parts are deeply connected to what they feel for you. Your presence in their life is not just a detail, it is the catalyst for an awakening they did not expect. The angels reveal that they feel an increasing need to break free from the fear that holds them captive. They realize that the fear of losing what they have with you is greater than the fear of facing the challenges of love. This realization left them vulnerable, but also filled them with determination. They began to realize that in order to move forward, they need to let go of doubts and embrace the truth of what they feel. Meanwhile, the angels enveloped them in a healing light, helping them process the emotions that surfaced. This light not only brought clarity, but also guided them to a sense of peace that they had not felt in a long time. They realized that no matter how complex the feelings are, there is something undeniable about the connection they share. The angels assure that they are being prepared to take significant steps. On this night, they were also reminded of the strength that you bring to their life. They thought about how your presence inspires them, challenges them, and makes them want to be a better version of themselves. They realized that without you, there is a void that they cannot fill with anything else. This realization pushed them to a place of gratitude, even amidst the confusion they feel. They wondered if it would be too late to correct past mistakes. The angels assure that divine timing is perfect and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This doubt they feel is a necessary step for them to recognize the value of your connection. It's not about the past, but about what they are willing to do from now on. As the night progressed, they were struck by a vision of a different future. They imagined what it would be like to open their heart completely, without reservations. They caught a glimpse of joy and connection that seemed almost surreal. The angels show that these visions are a reflection of what they truly desire, even if they cannot verbalize it yet. The angels encourage them to follow their heart, but they still hesitate. They are afraid of the changes this decision may bring, but they also know that staying in the same place is equally painful. This dilemma is preparing them for a moment of decision, a moment when they will need to choose between the safety of inertia and the risk of true love. You, unknowingly, were a constant presence in their mind tonight. They thought about your words, your energy, and everything you represent. The angels show that this is not by chance. It is your connection manifesting in ways that transcend the physical. They are beginning to understand that this connection is deeper than they imagined. As they processed all of this, the angels surrounded them with subtle signs of hope and courage. They want them to know that they are not alone on this journey. These signs are designed to guide them back to you, to help them realize that the answer they seek has always been in front of them. You are that answer, and they are beginning to understand that. The angels ask that you also trust in this process. Even though it's challenging not to know what's happening, know that everything is unfolding according to a larger plan. They ask that you continue to be a light, a source of inspiration for them. Their energy is what is guiding them back to the right path. They are still battling the fears that hold them back, but each struggle brings them closer to clarity. The angels assure that these internal battles are a sign of progress, not failure. They are growing, even if slowly and hesitantly. It's a process that requires patience, but will lead to something truly beautiful. As the night came to an end, they felt an unusual calm, as if something had been resolved within them. They realized that, as much as they fear the unknown, there is something undeniable about what they feel for you. This calm was not just relief, but an initial acceptance of what they need to do. The angels show that they are being called to an act of courage. This act may not happen immediately, but it is being carefully prepared. They want you to know that your patience and understanding will not go unnoticed. Every moment of waiting is building something stronger and more meaningful. Finally, they fell asleep with your name on their mind and their heart full of conflicting emotions. The angels show that, even in their dreams, you are present, guiding them in ways they do not fully understand. You are more than a memory to them. You are a living and transformative presence. What happened this night is a reminder of the power of love and divine connection. The angels ask that you keep believing, as this is just the beginning of something greater. They promise that everything is being guided by a loving hand and that you will be rewarded for your faith and patience. Stay strong, for the angels are with them every step of this journey. They know the path is not always easy, but promise it will be worth it. They are exactly where they should be, and what is to come will be more beautiful than they can imagine. The angels whisper that this person's journey is far from over. As they struggle with their own feelings, a growing desire to communicate with you emerges. They feel the urgency to share what is in their heart, yet they are still held back by the fears they have nurtured over time. Last night was a reminder that they can no longer avoid what they feel. Each reflection brought memories of moments you shared. They remembered a smile, a touch, words that are etched in their soul. These memories are not just echoes of the past. They are clear signs that something greater is at play. The angels show that they are starting to appreciate every detail, every fragment of your story. During their reflections, they realized how essential you are in their life. They felt a mix of longing and admiration, as if rediscovering the importance of your presence. Each thought brought a wave of emotions, showing them that, no matter how hard they try, they cannot run away from this truth. The angels assure that this is part of the divine plan. The night also brought a sense of vulnerability to them, which they had not experienced in a long time. They were confronted with the fragility of their own feelings, realizing how much they were hiding from themselves. The angels were by their side, encouraging them to face these emotions with courage. They whispered that the truth sets them free, even if it hurts at first. As hours passed, they were enveloped by a sense of restlessness. It was as if their soul was calling for something they could not yet name, but they knew to be essential. They acknowledged that there is a connection between them that transcends the physical, something they could no longer ignore. The angels show that they are being prepared for a moment of revelation. They wondered what you might be feeling at that exact moment. This doubt brought with it a wave of concern and tenderness. They wish they could know what is in your heart, if you feel the same as they do. This restlessness is a reflection of how much you mean to them, even if they cannot express it clearly. The angels reveal that they felt an invisible force pushing them to reflect on their choices. They realized that many of their decisions were based on fear and self-protection, but that these choices also distanced them from what truly matters. This realization was painful but necessary for them to change direction. They were also overcome by a feeling of hope they had not felt in a long time. It was as if a light was beginning to shine amidst the darkness of their doubts. This light, the angels say, is you. Your presence in their life is what inspires them to carry on, even when everything seems uncertain. During that night, they began to wonder what it would take to mend what was broken. They knew it would not be easy, but they also realized that nothing worth having would be simple. The angels were by their side, guiding them to understand that reconciliation begins with honesty and courage. The angels ask that you keep your heart open, even when it seems difficult. They assure you that your patience and love are helping this person find their way back to you. Every moment of waiting, every act of compassion, is building a stronger foundation for what is to come. They also realize that, to move forward, They need to let go of the doubts that hold them back. They felt the need to free themselves from the weight of the past, to embrace the future with you. This realization is a crucial step in their journey, and the angels are working to guide them in that direction. As they processed all these emotions, the angels surrounded them with signs of encouragement. They showed glimpses of a future where they could be completely honest with themselves and with you. These glimpses brought a sense of peace, even amidst the turbulence of their feelings. They realized that, to achieve this peace, they will need to make difficult choices. The angels show that they are beginning to understand that these choices are necessary for them to live fully. They know the journey won't be easy, but they also feel it's worth it. As the first rays of dawn appeared, they felt a new determination. It was as if something inside of them had changed, even if subtly. They knew there was still a long way to go, but also knew they were ready to take the first step. The angels ask you to trust in this process. They assure that everything is happening in the right time and that your patience will be rewarded. They are by your side, guiding each step, and want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. This night was a milestone in their journey, a moment of awakening that they cannot ignore. The angels show that they are closer to clarity than ever. They ask you to keep shining your light, as it is what is guiding them back to you. The angels want you to know that, as challenging as this journey may be, it will lead to something beautiful. They promise that love always finds a way, even when circumstances seem impossible. Stay strong and trust the divine plan. As they face their internal battles, the angels ask you to keep believing in the power of love. They know the path is difficult, but they also know it's worth it. They are by your side, celebrating every step you take together on this journey. Ultimately, the angels want you to know that you are an essential part of their story. Your presence is what inspires them to grow, to change, and to seek the truth. They ask you to continue being the light they need to find their way back to you. Tonight, the angels revealed to them how deeply their emotions were stored away. They tried for so long to ignore what they felt, but now they realize they can't run away from it anymore. Their feelings for you are like a constant flame, illuminating even the darkest corners of their soul. They know it's time to face this truth with courage. Each moment of reflection brought vivid memories of the two of you. In their mind, they saw the happy moments and the unspoken words. These memories consumed them, like a movie they can't stop watching. The angel showed them that these thoughts are a reflection of the impact you have on their life. While reflecting, they were overcome by a sense of absence. They realized that the space you occupy in their life cannot be filled by anyone else. This absence hit them like never before, making them realize how much they value your presence. The angels assure them that this is a crucial moment in their journey. The night brought forth a deep desire for reconnection. They imagined what it would be like to share simple and meaningful moments with you again. These thoughts were not just dreams, but a recognition that you are irreplaceable. They began to realize that their life is not the same without you. The angels surrounded them with signs of encouragement as they faced these emotions. They whispered that they have the strength needed to confront their fears and open their heart. These signs brought a small glimpse of hope, helping them believe that reconciliation is possible. They were also confronted with the choices that led them away from you. These decisions, which seemed right at the time, now weigh on them like a burden. They realized that they need to make peace with themselves before they can come close to you. The angels are helping them find the path to this healing. As the silence of the night enveloped them, they felt an unusual calm. This peace was not just relief, but a sense of acceptance. They began to accept that what they feel for you is something that cannot be ignored. The angels show that they are finally ready to face this truth. The angels ask you to have patience as they work on themselves. They assure that their energy is guiding them, even from afar. Your presence in their life is what is inspiring them to make significant changes. Every little step they take is a response to your light. They remembered a specific moment between you, something seemingly small, but now feels immense. This moment is a symbol for them, a reminder of everything you shared. The angels show that these memories are what is fueling their determination to move forward. As they navigated through these emotions, the angels helped them see that fear can no longer control them. They surrounded them with courage, helping them understand that facing their feelings is the only path to peace. They began to realize that love is more powerful than any doubt. They also began to wonder what the future would be like with you by their side. This vision brought warmth to their heart, something they hadn't felt in a long time. They realized that this idea is not only desirable, but necessary. The angels show that they are starting to build the courage to make it happen. The angels want you to know that, Even in moments of hesitation, they are thinking of you. They may not know how to express it, but you are in their heart. Every little progress they make is motivated by the impact you have had on their life. They began to realize that you are the anchor they need in the midst of the storm. This realization was like a light in the darkness of their doubts. They know they need to lean on you to find stability, and it fills them with gratitude. The angels guided them to recognize that love requires vulnerability. They began to accept that they cannot protect their heart and love at the same time. This acceptance brought a new determination to them, a willingness to be honest with themselves and with you. As the first rays of morning began to emerge, they felt a renewal of purpose. They knew that what they felt for you was not something that could be ignored. This realization filled them with a mix of fear and hope, but above all, determination. The angels ask you to trust in this process, even when it seems difficult. They assure you that everything is unfolding according to a higher plan. Your patience and love are helping to create a safe space for them to grow and transform. They also began to recognize that time is precious. They realized they can no longer postpone their decisions, that the time to act is now. This realization was a catalyst for them to start taking concrete steps towards you. The angels want you to know that they are on the right path, even if it seems slow. They are working tirelessly to guide you, helping you overcome every obstacle. They ask you to keep believing, as what is to come will be beautiful. In the end, they fell asleep with a new hope in their heart. The angels show that this night was a turning point, a moment that will mark the beginning of something new. They ask you to keep being the light they need, as their journey is just beginning. While they slept, their subconscious still reflected on everything that had emerged during the night. The angels remained by their side, whispering words of courage and hope in their dreams. They saw you in a scenario where everything was possible, where love overcame fears. This vision filled them with a sense of purpose, something they hadn't felt in a long time. The angels reveal that this night marked the beginning of a new phase for them. They finally acknowledged that they can no longer run away from what they feel, and this led them to a silent decision. Although they have not said it out loud yet, they know that the next step is to open their heart. The angels assure that they are closer than ever to expressing the truth. As the dawn's rays illuminated their mind, they began to feel a lightness that they hadn't experienced in a long time. They realized that they had been carrying the weight of silence for too long. Now, they understand that sharing what they feel is not only necessary but liberating. The angels are preparing them for this moment of revelation. The angels want you to know that your patience has not gone unnoticed. Every gesture of yours, every silent act of love, has been a driving force in their journey. You are the reason why they continue to fight to overcome their fears. They might not say it now, but the angels show that they value you more than words can express. This morning, they woke up with a new determination in their heart. They know they need to be honest with themselves and with you. This realization is not easy, but it is an essential step for them to fully embrace the love they feel. The angels are by their side, encouraging them to move forward with courage. The angels ask you to continue radiating your light, as it is guiding them. They show that even in the darkest nights, your energy has been a beacon for them. You represent hope, and that is something they cannot ignore. Every step they take towards you is motivated by the strength you convey. As they reflected on the future, they began to imagine a path where love prevails. They saw a scenario where the two of you can build something real, something lasting. This vision brought tears to their eyes, as they know this is what they truly desire. The angels assure them that they are moving in the right direction. The angels also want you to know that they still face internal challenges. They are battling years of accumulated fears and patterns that have kept them stuck. But now, they are starting to see that love can be stronger than any doubt. They are learning to trust the process. Each day that passes, they are closer to opening up to you. The angels show that tonight was a catalyst for their transformation. They realize that no matter how much they try to resist, love is a force that cannot be contained. They know they need to act before it's too late. As they contemplated the impact you've had on their life, they felt a wave of gratitude. They remembered all the times you stood by their side, even when they didn't deserve it. This gratitude is what is helping them overcome their fears and believe that it is possible to start anew. The angels ask that you keep believing, even when the path seems uncertain. They assure that everything is unfolding as it should. Their faith is creating a safe space for them to find their courage. Every moment of patience is a step closer to realizing this love. This morning, they silently committed to taking a step towards you. They know they can no longer wait, that the time to act is now. The angels are by their side, guiding every move, helping them find the right words. They want you to know that they are preparing for this moment. The angels show that the love you share has a greater purpose. It's not just about the two of you, but about the impact this love will have on your lives. They assure that this is a love worth fighting for, even if the path is challenging. Stay strong, as the best moments are yet to come. They know they will need to be vulnerable to rebuild the connection you share. This vulnerability is something they have always feared, but now they understand it's essential. The angels are helping them find strength in honesty, to believe that truth can heal. As they think of you, they feel a mix of fear and hope. They fear rejection, but they also know that the love they feel is real. This internal conflict is slowly being resolved, with the help of the angels. They assure that they are approaching a clarity that will change everything. The angels want you to know that your light is what is guiding them. Every gesture, every word spoken with love, is proof that they can trust. You are the anchor they need, and it is giving them the strength to carry on. They know you are the reason for their transformation. As they contemplate the next step, they feel it is time to make a choice. The angels surround them with courage, reminding them that love is stronger than fear. They know they need to take action so you can move forward together. The angels ask you to keep believing in the power of love. They know the path is not easy, but they assure it will be worth it. You are an essential part of this process, and your patience will be rewarded. What is coming will be more beautiful than you can imagine. Finally, they realize that love is the answer to all their doubts. They know they need to set aside their insecurities and embrace what they feel. The angels show that they are closer than ever to taking that step. Trust the process, as everything is aligning perfectly. The angels want you to know that tonight was the beginning of something new. They are by your side, celebrating every moment, guiding you towards a deeper connection. What is coming will be a testament to the power of love and faith. Stand strong, as the best is yet to come.